And we are live. Welcome everyone to another MLB The Show 25 live stream. You guys doing well? Hope you guys are doing well. Dusk, welcome to the stream. Jaren, welcome to the stream. Apparently chat doesn't want to work very well for me. You know what that means? We gotta bounce it back. There we go. And let me make sure. Boom. Boom. And boom. Alright. Should be good to go. And apparently, a supercharged Max Meyer has just hit the feed. Everybody grab that. Better before the new Dangerous Alliance. What, you not into Breaker and Seth? I will say, I love the idea that we're going to get CM Punk and Roman Reigns as a tag team. For a little bit at least. That's going to be fun. Making sure everything's good. I got to get whatever's going on with the chat box needs to be fixed. Good thing the main part of today is just going to be the big part of today is the draft. So I can take some time to fix shit. I don't know what the hell that just did, but okay. Here we go. Yeah. Fuck, man. I'm gonna double check this. There we go. Got your friend back into wrestling last night too. Watched it with you over Discord call, and now he wants to watch Friday. That's always a good time. That's always a good time. V-Dub, thank you, man. Popping in with 100 bits. I appreciate it, man. How have you been? Still don't know why the fuck the multi-chat doesn't want YouTube to be part of things. The multi-chat doesn't like YouTube, guys. I don't know why. It doesn't. It's set properly. But it doesn't like YouTube, apparently. We'll see what happens tomorrow during the off-season. As a reminder, DVT's finale is coming up tonight. That'll go up after the stream. And then the final live stream, final off season will be tomorrow, where we'll say goodbye to all the seniors. It'd be very sad to see them go. Now that I think I've got everything as best set as I can, given for some reason multi-chat doesn't like YouTube. Last time we were here, we were 500 in a very competitive AL Central, where 2 games or 3 games behind 500 is the worst record. So, is anybody's fucking division right now. It is anybody's fucking division. Oh. I was like, why the fuck are you giving me an all-star notification? Speaking of, let's just see. We got any all-stars? No? Well, Sam's near the top. Really? Really? You're not going to give us any love at all? I think we deserve something. Spencer's third. We made that trade for him, and he's been very solid so far for us. He's, fun fact, top 10. He's made our first base position top 10 now. Are you kidding me? You're not giving any love to Alex Ishii? Bullshit. He should be higher. He's going through a cold spell, but he should be higher. I will be very upset with that. Wow, no love. No love. Luis Roberts actually a lot higher up than I anticipated. He does have 13 home runs, though, on the season. So, never mind. He's playing better than I thought, actually. And Jordan Walker is third. That I love to see. He's been the success story so far. Okay, let's get going. We got a couple days before the draft. And a reminder, we have the 6th pick because we fell a long fucking way. And it's bullshit still. But we're 44-44 and I'll take it. And how the fuck... Okay, Sam got the win. I was about to say, I'm like, how the fuck did we beat the Twins with Zach Little, who has been atrocious for pleading to be here? So... What the fuck is this trade? It's a fucking prospect for prospect trade? I don't think I've ever, in the years that I have played the show, I don't think I've ever seen a prospect for prospect trade. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen plenty of, like, big names get dealt for a lot of prospects. He's a really good closer. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a prospect for prospect trade like this. Okay. You know what? Good for both of you, I guess. I guess you needed to make that move. I don't know. Okay. So Michael Nixon is number 9th on our board, and he is not rated at all on the MLB board. I think we have an absolute steal here. He is going to give up walks, though. That's a bit of a concern. Outside of that, everything else is pretty good. But he is probably going to give up a good chunk of walks. Good pitch control in the long run. Yeah. Middle of the order probably kind of guy. Gonna come in at around a 65 to 75. Could be as high as 89 potential. I'm thinking 4th round maybe, 3rd round, somewhere in there maybe. But our top guy right now is left fielder Jared Lamb. Balanced hitting, good plate vision, overall good discipline in the long run. He's got speed, he's got reaction, he can steal, he can field, he can do it all. Or we could go a Barney Belcher. Alright, let me look at these recently scouted guys. You're not on our targeting spot. Not really, not really. Hey, he jumped up a bit. Mike Lutz, who I liked, is injured, so we're not even going to eyeball him. How do you pronounce that? He's a contact third base. What the fuck? A contact third baseman? What the fuck are you, dude? What the fuck is this man? He is a contact third or first baseman. He's got no power in his arsenal. What the fuck is this man? I kind of want to draft you just because I like the name Theodore C. I don't know how good you are, but, you know. We've got a lot of pitchers that we can go after, like, late, that just got added to our board from Discovery, so that's always a good thing. But we know who our top guys are. And hopefully one of them is there. Or it could be a situation like, well, you know, remember the last time I had a top guy that I really liked, and he got taken in a spot that we definitely didn't expect him to go, and I was sad about it. Who got hurt? What is with all the guys getting banged up for 1 to 2 months? Like, that is the favorite injury, is 1 to 2 months. Is there any starting pitcher from Single A that I'd like to bring up? I might just bring up Trey Magoo then. That's perfect. Magoo can go up. Although our pitchers are on a fucking tear right now. Specifically, Daryl Jones is apparently on a big hot streak, and he is just upgrading everything. That's great. Although, how's our boy Sam doing? Yeah. 2-1. A 3.3 ERA. Yeah, you don't fuck with Sam. You don't fuck with Sam Denny. Alright, let's keep moving. Boys, get the brooms! Get the brooms. We swept the Twins somehow. How? I don't know, but we did. Jonathan Cannon gets that win. Davis Martin got that one. And Sam got that one. I don't know how the fuck we beat the Twins. Legitimately, I was not expecting to win that series, let alone sweep them. We're officially 2 games back at the Twins now. We're tied with Cleveland. What the fuck is happening? I'm not gonna lie. Going into this year, I was terrified that we were gonna shit the bed again, and I was gonna get fired. This is the best season we have had so far, and I'm dumbfounded. That's a 4-game win streak. Okay, Bryce is gonna probably ruin it right here. That's a 5-game win streak. Okay, there it is. Zach Little ruins it, as I should have known. But that is 2 straight series wins to start the stream, and against teams that are definitely better than us. And one with Spencer Schwellenbach, who's damn good. So, I'll take it. Also, keep in mind, Jesus Luzardo, I brought him in to be the, placeholder ace. A 3 ERA, 75 strikeouts in 102 innings, 7-4 record. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now we take on the Angels, who, watch, we're going to just get swept by. Which we shouldn't. We're half a game back. Okay, the Cabrera signing is really backfiring on me. Okay, he's already back. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, that Cabrera signing is really backfiring on me. Do I have an infielder to bring up? I may have to go to free agency for this one. If only you could play third. Holy shit! He's seeing +7 power against righties. +4 plate vision. We made that trade for Torkelson, and he got worried that he'd never make it to the big leagues. You can play third, right? And all the outfield spots. That's great. I can bring up Sosa, but he is ice cold right now. Oh, yeah, he is doing terribly right now. Well, last 3 games he's done something, so maybe he's starting to get out of the cold spell. Could bring up Maton. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to bring up Nick Maton. I think that's the move to make there. I think we'll bring up Nick Maton. And then, let's see. That leaves a whole what? At shortstop at AAA? Oh no, we've got guys there. Never mind. Who do I want to bring up? Is there anybody I'd like to bring up? To AA or AAA? Let's go ahead. Whoa, you are not doing well with your contact. A lot of you guys are just struggling. There's not a lot of guys that are actually doing well right now. You know what? There's a hole at AA right now. In relief pitching, we'll bring up Luis Taveras, get him some AA time. And I think that's all I'm going to bring up. I don't think there's really a player at AA I want to bring up to AAA right now. I think I might bring up Nick Worth, though, to AA. Just so we have some depth in the outfield. Alright, let's keep moving. Okay, if we lose this series to the Angels, I will be upset. Because the Angels are shitting a brick. They're 35-58. Trying to figure out who's not doing well. That might, you know, be better off taking maybe a little bit of a hit. They're all at least going up, which I'm kind of upset at. Fuck it, you going back to single A. There's just not room, my guy. There'll be room next year. Okay, better. Let's go to the draft. We got a win. We got one win over the Angels. Let's go to the draft. Okay, boom. I'm just gonna add like the guys that are higher on our board. Most of these guys I'm expecting to be off the board for a lot of our picks, but we're the guys that we actually scouted. Okay, so Nixon dropped all the way to 31. Got it. I mean, that's a good uptick. Damon King. I mean, we didn't scout him fully, but nope, I'm not interested given he's injured. If we have like some intel on these guys, I'm at least gonna have them on the board. Oh, I forgot about Elvis. I forgot about Elvis. Is there any other guys that I want to put on the board? Oh, there we go. There's a third baseman at least. I didn't realize we had a third baseman that actually made the board a bit. He's not great. At least from what we know right now, he's not great. We're gonna put the weird dude on the board just because, you know? Maybe. Alright. That gives us some guys on the board ready to go. Who's ready? Who's ready for the draft? Let me know. And let me know if you're ready, and let me know if you think Jared Lamb's gonna be there at 6. Ooh. He'll go at 5. That's always how it happens, so you're probably not wrong, Jared. You are probably not wrong. Uh, whoops. I get what I wanted up. There we go. Okay. To the draft we go. So in front of us, we have the Rockies, Cards, Nats, Angels, and Marlins. Start this draft. Bobby Naylor goes number 1. He was the number 7 draft prospect. We have him at 8, but we weren't looking heavy at pitchers. We're pretty good at starting pitcher right now. We're going to draft like at least 1 or 2, but we're pretty good at pitcher. Mariano Carmona goes number 2. Okay. Number 3 is Nick Porter. So a fielder goes. It's just not the fielder I had my eye on. Alright, the Nats do take a fielder. It's just not my fielder. The Angels select Jose Varela. And Miami will select. Yep, nice job. Nice job, Jaron. Good job calling it. Good job fucking calling it. You spoke that into fucking existence, and I hate you for it. Fucking hate you for that. You son of a bitch. Well, who the fuck are we taking? I hate you for fucking calling that. I think if I'm going to draft someone at specifically like a fielder spot, I feel good about Ken Schultz. And he brings a little more variety than Belcher does. The one thing you're getting with Belcher is a bit more potential, possibly. However, I like Ken Schultz from speed and hitting ability. In the long run, I think he's the better option. I think he's more a right fielder than a left fielder, given the arm. But we'll see. We'll see. I am going to draft Ken Schultz, though. I think Ken Schultz is going to be our prospect. Am I making the right pick is the question. He was 3rd on our board. 2nd was Belcher, but I just like the overall ability of Schultz more. So, I want to see how this first round goes a bit. Given we lost out on the guy I wanted. Again, Boston Gould goes 7th. I want to see where Belcher goes. Because he'll be a first round selection. I just don't. Well, there we go. Went to Boston. Gonna have to wait long. I hate that you spoke that shit into existence. You said he was gonna go 5th. Now fucker went 5th. God. I wanted Jared Lamb. He was. I guarantee you he has like 95 potential. Alright. We're gonna sim to our next pick now. Any guys I really like go? Probably. I don't know. Either way, we got 4 minutes to make this selection. Damon King is available. I do like him, but we don't have as much, guaranteed knowledge of him. I think Elvis is a guy we can wait on. I think maybe the next round we can take a chance on Elvis if I want to. A lot of these guys, it's like, I feel like I can sit and wait for a lot of them. For a lot of these guys, we don't have info, which sucks because we kind of focused on the bigger priority, which was the outfield and infielders. So a lot of these pitchers that are expected to be good, we don't know if they're good. I'm going to take Damon King. He's the only pitcher we have a good chunk of information on here. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Damon King. Maybe not the best second round selection, but I guess the best option I had there. Now we can go Elvis. Jose Gonzalez, I think, is an option here. We could take the third baseman with the name that we can't pronounce. I like Jose Gonzalez, though, here. Given we know most of the stuff about him, but not everything. I'm interested to see if any of that goes up. Oh, great. We're down to one player on our board. So, Elvis, definitely. I don't know who we're taking now. At this point, I think I'm just going to kind of roll with the guys that we have info on. So, Brad Luis. Highest player on our board. Next pick. The highest player on our board is Herb here. But I think I might go the relief pitcher just to get a relief pitcher out of this draft. Ooh, or do I go with the shortstop? No. Yep. Whoops. We're going to go Jeff Solis as our last selection. Do I feel good? No. Am I upset? Yes. Ugh. I want to know so bad how good they are. Hey, we did beat the Angels, though, at least in that series. We lost the first game, but we're not actually going to play this. We're just going to go kind of to the finals. And if it's a good finals, maybe we'll watch it, but if you go through it, they do get the accolades, so. Well, make sure everybody gets their accolades that they rightfully deserve. So, who we got? Who we got in the finals? Tell me already. I'm going to say, I mean, technically we don't even know how the bracket is really bracketed, so I'm going to say Shohei makes it to the finals and Aaron Judge. What do you guys think? Who are you taking? I'm so upset that Jared Lamb went right before us. That's one of those situations where that's gonna kill me. I'm never gonna get over it. You did speak that into existence. You said he'll go at 5. If you just said no, maybe he wouldn't have gone at 5. But you said he went at 5. Okay, we got Shohei versus Judge. Wow, that's funny. Henderson versus Riley. I'm going to say it's Shohei versus Henderson. Oh, Aaron Judge versus Gunnar Henderson. Who takes it home? So 16 homers from Henderson. We're going to go quick here. And actually, since I lost out on Jared Lamb, I need to change this music. I need to, because especially if he's as good as I think he is, I'm gonna be so sad. If he is as good as I think he is, I'm going to be so upset. Dear Lord, Judge is having a hard time. If his potential's 94, that's a little bit less than what I anticipate. So I'd be a little bit happier. If his potential's 99, I'm going to be pissed. Uh-oh. Okay, that's 2 outs. Or no, that's only 1. That was a homer, apparently. Okay. Oh my god. 2 outs. It's 3. Oh, this is going to come down to it. There you go. Gunnar Henderson takes the win. He's the home run derby champion. Okay, there we go. I ate the grilled version of that barbecue sandwich. Was damn good. Exactly, man. Exactly. That grilled chicken sandwich is so good with the barbecue. So good. Oh, I should check how we're doing at AA. 12-6 are the Barons in the second half. Great job. 47-46 are the Knights at AAA. So, we're in a decent spot. So, All-Star game. I am interested to know who made it. So, Sam might have made it as a reliever. I don't think Torkelson made it. I don't think Luis Robert made it. And I don't think Jordan Walker. Of course, he starts slumping right when he was playing really, really well. Yeah, he's batted 162 over the last 10. That's not great. But I mean, he's had a very good year. 14 home runs, 50 RBIs. Good on you, Jordan Walker. I just wanted to go back there for a second because I wanted to point out something. Who's the top designated hitter? Okay, that's weird. Colton Cowser over here. Dominant. Alright. The AL defeated the NL. I want to know. I want to know who it is. We're not going to play this game. I just want to know who it is. Because there's a couple of names you could pick for the futures game for us. I'm sorry. So we don't have a single position player in there? That's a bit disappointing. I thought we might have one. So it's a pitcher. It's our boy Daryl. It's our boy Daryl Jones who's in. Oh, and Sam Denny's here too. Damn, they brought them both. And Luis Tavares. From fucking Single A, they brought him up. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting. Oops. Simulate an exit. Wow, the NL futures killed us. 2-0. 2-zip. I just want to know. Did our guys pitch it all? They did. A scoreless inning for both Sam Denny and Daryl Jones. So beautiful to see that. 2 strikeouts for Sam, 1 for Daryl. Love to see that. Love to see it. I don't know who gave up the unearned run, though. Someone gave up an unearned run. They won 2-0. Only one run looked like it was actually calculated for. But 2 scoreless innings from our boys. I'll take it with ease. Alright, and we are officially back to playing games. $1.50 behind. Who made the All-Star game for us? Let's find out. A lot of closers made it. Okay. It was Spencer. Wow. Okay, Spencer Torkelson made it. It was our representative. That's not who I thought would make it. Yep. Thank you, Spencer. Okay, back to what's important, though. That's hopefully beating the A's. Which we did. Thank you, Bryce Wilson. Zach Little got a win. We have won now 4 straight series to start the stream. And we are half a game back at the Minnesota Twins. What the fuck's happening? We have 1, 2, 3 guys that aren't really ready to sign. That's it. I'm gonna try and get these guys that, you know, I probably can sign out of the way first. Yeah. Boom! Ken Schultz was like, thank you for the money. Let's do this. He was ready. He was ready to sign. Love that. You gotta love when that's the situation at hand. Boom, Elvis signs on the dotted line. We got our 2 fielders out of the way. And Jose Gonzalez. He decides to sign. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest guys in the room. How you doing? Yep. Alright. So we can take some days to build this up, really. And I do want to move you to number 1 just because you're the lowest in the motivation. Okay. Here we go. Back to what's important. And that's sweeping the Oakland Athletics. Well, I'm sorry, Las Vegas Athletics. Cade Horton, the Rule 5 selection, gets the win. There we go. I gotta know. What happened here? Alex Ishii. 5 at-bats. 2 hits. 4 ribbies. And a walk. Alex Ishii is a god. Fear him. Also, Jordan Walker homered again. He went 3 of 5. Kyle Schwarber. 1 hit. 1 RBI. That's all I care about. Torkelson took a walk. I'll take it. Got on base. Luis did nothing at 6 at-bats. Maton, 2 walks and 2 hits. That's a great outing for Nick Maton. That's a really good game overall. Alex Ishii over here stealing bases. So Davis Martin went 3 innings. I want to look at this. Davis Martin started the game, went 3 innings. He must have gotten hurt. Cade Horton comes in, goes 5, gets 7 strikeouts. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good job, Cade Horton. Okay, no, he didn't get hurt. But another 1 to 2 month injury. I think for right now, because I don't, is there a shortstop we can even bring up to AA? Because I might have to make a signing there. Oh, there is. Ashton McHugh. I think that might have to be the move then. All right. They're playing in Sacramento, but at this point they would be Las Vegas. So, you know, the game's not going to change where they're playing, but Oh, the Joe Hendry shirt is officially on WWEshop.com. What? So now we got the Reds. We're probably gonna struggle against the Reds, or we're just gonna, beat them 5-4, and Jonathan Cannon's gonna get his 10th win of the year. That. We all expected that, right? Okay. There we take the L. Okay, that is the first loss we've taken in a while. Yeah, he essentially. Still the TNA heavyweight champion, but yeah. First. No! Seth Rollins vibes last night. His old Architect logo, the yellow and black combination. In fact, he's putting together a master plan. I mean, I feel like that's what we're going back to. A lot of people are calling it Evolution 2.0, though. That's what a lot of people are looking at it as. Which, I think that's a good thought. Alright. So this Triple H, Bronze Batista, and Justin Carmelo should be Orton. There's a lot of options for that young guy if they do bring out a young guy. You're calling it the New Dangerous Alliance? It's not bad of a name. I like the Evolution moniker, given Seth has said himself he's got like 2 more years. Like, most of the names aren't going to be there in like 3 to 4 years. So, I like the idea that they're an evolution. That they're the new evolution, bringing in the new big names. But there's a lot of good options, I think. I think a Trick Williams could be that Randy Orton. Javon Evans could work as the Randy Orton of the group. If you wanted to turn him heel with a call-up. Are we healthy? Yeah, we are. Yes. Okay, we can't do it yet. Oh my god, we beat him 2-1. We're in the transition period where a lot of the vets got much longer. Styles, Roman, Seth, Cena will all be gone soon. Yep. At worst, this is a split series. Dylan Coleman is 7-0 when he has to win games. The relievers are winning us games against the Yankees. I love it. No! He pulled a leg muscle. It's okay, though. He'll be fine. Jeff Solis has signed. We have solace in the fact that Jeff Solis has signed. And now, it's just these two. Let's go ahead. Obafemi fits more the Batista role. The powerhouse of the bunch. I see how he can fit the Orton role as the young gun. But I think you need that more athletic young guy. That's why I don't mind Carmelo as that thought process. But Javon Evans fits pretty well. A Trick Williams fits pretty well there. Given I'm kind of looking more towards NXT guys in that sense. There are guys on the main roster that work for that role. Cannon takes the L. Damn, I was hoping we would get the... I was hoping we'd have a chance at the sweep. Well, we won 3 of 4 against the Yankees. That makes me happy enough. Alright. So, let's go ahead and offer these contracts. Ooh, Brad Lewis. Damon King has decided to sign, so Lewis is it. We've got one more chance, I believe. Or 2 more chances, probably, to sign him. Also, contract extensions. So Luis Roberts, the big one. I don't like that contract for him, given he's been good. However, has he been that good? No. Now, here's a guy that I would not mind getting under contract for a while. He's played really well this year. 267, 17 home runs, 54 RBIs. Batting 225 right now. 440 slugging, OPS, or on base percentage at 351. He's been taking walks really well. His fielding is down a tad bit, but that's fine. Positive WAR, I'll take that. His strikeout percentage is lower than it has been. What are we looking at? I think if I can get him for 13.4, that's not bad. That's an expensive deal for the White Sox. Dude, if I can get him on a pretty decent 3-year deal. Let's see if I can get him for 11.5. So 3 years, 11.5 mil. I want to see if he'll sign this. Trick is more powerhouse. He is strong. However, he's athletic. That's kind of the key with it. You need that athleticism. Like Obafemi's pure powerhouse. He's athletic in the way of he can move, but he's much more pure powerhouse. Carmelo and Javon Evans are more the guys I would look at in the Orton role. He wants a bit more money. If we're going to go more money, I want more years then. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Okay. I'll take you to 12. 3 years, 12 mil a year. Jonathan Cannon. We still have 3 years of arbitration, but we could lock him down for 14.6 mil. I don't think I'm willing to do that with him yet, because I don't know if he's, you know, that top player yet. Yeah, I'm not willing to go 10 mil for him. How old is... he's not bad. He's played really well for us this year since we made that deal. I think I'd like to keep him around if I can for another year. That's a good chunk of money for 1 year. I don't know. He's played really well for us, but I don't know. Like, Nolan continues to be an ace, saying that Etling will be part of the Panthers' game plan again next week. Dude, Perkins has been so good. Like, I think there's a definite argument to make he's the best quarterback in the UFL. 100%. He has been so good. You can't sit there and not play him. Drew Thorpe. You are a guy that definitely needs arbitration and renewable for a while. Yeah, I'm not willing to go over arbitration there. Colson Montgomery is an interesting one. That's too much money. I don't know if I'm willing to go that high for him. Although I might be able to get him at like 8 mil, which 8 mil a year over 4 years? A lot of these guys, it's just, I don't know if we've seen them do well enough to make me commit long term. Wow, Brooks Baldwin has seen a really good jump. Good for him. Where is Dylan Coleman? Now, here is a guy that I'm willing to pay right now, if I'm being honest. He's renewable, though. I'm not going to worry about it. Klopfenstein. Okay, there's still 2 more years before I have to worry about paying him. Yeah, for a lot of these guys, I'm not going to worry until they're definitely in arbitration. But like, Montgomery's one of them where I could sign him long term, but I don't know if he's ready for that kind of commitment. Like, I don't know if he's worth that yet. Yeah, I'm going to do it. See if we can lock him up for next season. He would be the head of this bullpen. 5.6 mil was kind of what he wanted. I gave him what he wanted. Bada bing, bada boom. We at least have a solid reliever who's been playing well for us back next year. Okay. This is your big money guy now on the team. Your number 2 right now behind Ta'amu. It's neck and neck. Yeah, as I said, you could argue. This is your big money guy right now on the team. $12 million a year. Alright, let's keep moving. We fall to the Padres after getting some re-signings done. However, Zach Little? Okay, it's Jake Eder that gets the win. He's played well out of the bullpen. A 1.7 ERA and 40 strikeouts in 45 innings? Okay, I see you. Last chance. He declined! Oh, we're running out of time to get Brad Lewis. Which, as time goes on, more and more I'm feeling like it might be a good thing to not sign him, but I normally like to get the guys under contract. And we beat the fucking Padres 9-0. Davis Martin gets the win. That's crazy, man. Okay. Offer declined. We have one more chance. So I'll have to up the pay probably just a tad bit. Alright, real quick. Let's check in. Oh my god. Let's check in on the Barons. They've won 10 games since we last saw them. Holy shit. Grant Taylor's 7-6 now. Gary Minoso got a win. Kloffenstein sadly took an L. Hagen Smith gets a win. Montero gets a win. Taylor gets a win. Holy shit. Dude, the Barons are fucking killing it. As for AAA, they struggled a bit since the last time we saw them. Sam Denny added another win. Daryl Jones sadly took an L. And Denny did as well. So AAA has definitely shown some struggles for some of these guys. And Owen White took his first loss of the year. But I'm very happy to see that, you know, Sam Denny is still having some struggles. He's still playing well. But we definitely did not want to bring him up fully. Just message me if I wanted to watch NXT with him tonight. What's on the card? Isn't Vicor against Perez tonight? Because that'll be a hell of a match. And also, Stephanie Vicor. And Julia might show up, which is even more important. Because let's be real. Everything is better with more Julia on it. I know what I said. Wait. Yeah. Okay, I already did off the contract. I couldn't remember. Wow. Zach Neto gets traded from the fucking Angels to the Houston Astros for 3 prospects. One, a very good young shortstop. Logan O'Hoppe. The Angels are having a fire sale. Logan O'Hoppe is traded to the Twins for 2 prospects. 2 very good prospects. Stax talks about why he turned on the family. I'm interested in that. I also want to know if that has anything to do with him working with Dark State. And Liv and Raquel versus Chemical X. I mean, it seems like a good night for me to watch. Brandon Lowe got traded from the Rays to the Yankees. A lot of good prospects in that deal. Is the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to make any more signings. Solely because I don't think we have the prospects to deal right now. We had one to make one move. I don't think, outside of trading like a Corey Lee, I don't think there's a guy I'm willing to deal right now. To garner a prospect? Or to garner like a player that would help us. Because I like the play of Alex Ishii, so I don't see the need for a second baseman. If I can find a true third baseman, maybe. Maybe I make the deal. I'm also going to send Donald back to single A for a bit. He's been cold. I don't want him to fall too much. Jordan Walker back on his hot shit. Holy shit, 349 in the last 10. Dude, Jordan Walker is on a tear this year. I love it. Yeah. So the only thing I'm willing to do is maybe look to trade Corey Lee for a third baseman. It would have to be a team that, you know, is willing to part with somebody. Actually, let me look at the standings. That's the first thing I need to do. Look at the standings. Right here is where they are, you dumbass. So the Angels, Rays are really the only teams you can deal with here. Everybody else at least is fighting to some degree. Maybe the Royals we could talk to. As far as the NL, the Rockies, Marlins, Mets, they're the big ones. The Cards are also in there. Okay. I want to look at third base. No. What's his contract? It's a 1-year deal and he's still got arbitration. What's your situation at catcher? I mean, you're fine at catcher. You don't need him, so there's no reason to try and make this deal. I would have to give up a prospect, and I don't want to give up a prospect right now. Yeah, nope. Angels got nothing. Miami. I'd have to give up a lot for Mark Vanitas. Yeah. They could probably use a more experienced catcher for now. So I could just get the conversation started. I don't think anything's coming from it, but get a conversation started. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they definitely want more. Wow, they want more just for Brett Baty, too? Oh, that explains why. He's having a good year, too. Whoops. He can't play another position? That's weird. Check on some other teams while we're here. It'd be a 1-year deal for Ryan McMahon. Yep, they would want more. I don't think I'm going to be able to grab anybody that I would like. What position do you need a young guy at? Outfield is a definite. Yeah, so left field could be a spot they would want a guy. And probably a closer. Do I have a closer I could part with? Montero, but they're not going to want that. I could part with Mason Adams. Yeah, so Corey Lee and Mason Adams for Brett Batty. Gives us a third baseman we can keep around for a little bit. And who's playing really well right now. Let's do it. Dude, we're making trades. Who expected this? We're making trades. And now I also want to go to the free agent market and just see if there's any young guys. Nope. Just because I could probably use some depth. No. I mean, you're just going to be in the minors. You're a mentor in the minors. AAA. Could have just gone to closers. Yeah, Hendricks just gets to be that closer at AAA right now, essentially. I'm actually going to move him down to double. If we're being honest, Minoso probably could move up to AAA, and I think I'm going to do that. All right. Last day to do it. Brad Lewis has decided to sign. We have signed all of our draft picks. Right at the deadline. We have signed them all. Noah Schultz had a rough month. He's just got to get over it, man. He's just been struggling. I might have to deal him just to give him a new just surrounding to help him. And Wes Kath did really well. Fletcher's done well. Montero did very well. Bagley's done great. We've had a lot of guys down in the minors playing real well. I will say Noah Schultz might be a guy in the offseason I look to deal just to see if I can. He probably just needs a change of scenery. Like, he's not bad, but he's just struggled. In AA and AAA, he's just struggled. All right. And we do beat Miami. So we have lost one series so far this stream. And that was against the Reds. We'll take it. I'll take that. I will take that. I will say the draft class is meh overall, given we only have one guy in the 90 range here. Well, I should say only one guy in the 85 to 90 range. But overall, I'm not mad at the class. I'll take a lot of these guys lower rated right now and hope that they can build themselves up. But Elvis, I will say, I'll take 83. He comes in at a 61 overall. He does have more power than anything else. He's going to take some time, but maybe he can become something. You are a one-trick pony. You're good against lefties. Yeah, King's going to be one of those guys that I think could be trade bait in the long run. Brad Lewis. Not going to walk guys a ton, which is always nice. He, in my opinion, screams reliever, though. Well, I shouldn't change it yet. I was going to change the music given Ken Schultz is a definite keeper. I love that balance of power and contact. I love that. Good speed. He can steal bases. He's got good reaction. That's something you don't get a lot of, I feel like. Fielding needs some work. Yeah, I could see him in the minors for 3 years and at that point be ready to go. He'll definitely be probably fully in single A next year. I don't expect him to go to double A at any point next year. Whoops. So, we'll check the division first. Some unsigned players. Will Pollard, Hugo Zarco. Their top guy, Bob Bruno. Not great. Nothing better than 82 potential. Damn, this draft class was just sad. Roger Ponce, the shortstop, was pretty solid, but he's going to take some time to develop. I was about to say Jimmy Wang Yang over here at catcher. Certainly no Chu Cho, but, you know, Jimmy Yang. Ooh, Diego Peroa. I mean, the velocity is nice to start. The brake's really good. Okay, Kansas City got themselves a solid pitching prospect. And just a lot of good prospects. It's very solid. The Twins got David Feldman. I did look at him at one point. I was worried that Feldman wasn't going to be as high potential as I thought he could be. Okay, there's the issue now. He is not a hitter. He is 100% a fielder and not the greatest speed. It's going to take him time. You're going to have to give him the time to develop. Jeremy Cook, good reliever here for Houston. The Angels took Jose Varela at 2. And they got a solid enough starting pitcher. They'll be up in the majors in 2 years because that's the Angels. And they got a reliever, Herbert Cunningham, who apparently, throws a fucking heater that literally burns through the glove. He's Ben Joyce 2.0. And like normal, the A's have guys that don't want to sign with the A's. Bradford Hollis, second baseman. He was just better. They're essentially the same. But Miami also came away with a good third baseman. Dear Lord, if I could have come away with a good third baseman and fielder, that would have been fucking awesome. Miami did better than me. And a switch hitter at that. Rocky Haller. Haller. Good plate vision, good discipline, good clutch, good contact. This dude's Alex Ishii. Just doesn't play second. And I gotta know, he's a 74 to begin. Oh, he's got a great balance of contact and power. Decent enough reaction time. They're very similar. We can say they're very similar players. He's got better plate vision. But they're very similar players. So, if I was going to miss out on Jared Lamb, I got the best guy to miss out on Jared Lamb. Like, if I was going to miss out on Jared Lamb, I got the perfect dude to counter missing out on Jared Lamb. Now, this does also make me wonder, how good is Barney? Woo! Nick Porter, a 91. Gustavo Aguero, an 87. They got two good center fielders. Hot damn. Can play left and right. Play left and right. And then they got three center fielders. Apparently James Jones went away from football and went to baseball. Man's really fast. Gonna take a lot of development, but he lives up to that potential. Hot damn. Nice job, Nats. They knew what they were doing with the fielders. Good third baseman for the Cubs and Boston Gould. Yep. That's a dude who's going to be starting at the majors early. Good first two rounds here with pitchers for the Cards. Dale Fulton and Carmona. The first pick in the draft was Bobby Naylor, and I don't think he's as good as some other guys. Yeah, I think they could have done better. He's good. I think they could have done better. Tom Freeland, a 90 overall second baseman who can play essentially everything. They got a big utility piece and a young catcher. Great draft for the fucking O's. Cedric Ratliff, solid. You got Michael Yang at center field, and then Colby Manning at first base. And Barney Belcher is an 89. Holy fuck, that contact. If he develops power, that dude's going to be a fantastic hitter. If he can develop that power. But I will say, for what I wanted, which was, you know, that kind of blend of fielder and hitter, I got what I wanted. So I'll take it. I got exactly what I wanted. No 99s. 94 was the highest we saw in the first rounders. 96 was the highest we saw overall, so not a lot of total blue chip prospects, but we did get one of them, which I will take it. It was a much weaker class than we're used to, I feel like. I think we're used to seeing a lot more blue chip prospects. I didn't even notice he's a 73 already. Wow. So yeah, he was literally, it was Jared Lamb, Ken Schultz. It was just the tiniest step under Jared Lamb. Just fantastic. Okay. I'm happy with it. Who's ready to get to the end? Well, the end of the season. Who's ready to get to September and then maybe the playoffs? Guys, I want you to look at our record. We're not even in September yet, and we know we're not losing 100 games. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're at 62 and 51. Wait a minute. I want to remind you what my goal was. Where is it? Where's my contract? GM goals. I have to finish over 500 and reach the postseason. I might do both. I'm going to do both of those possibly this year. I might not get fired, guys. We might still be in Chicago. Oh no. I spoke too soon. Oh shit. Who came back? Also, there's an injury. We just traded for him too. And he's out 1 to 2 months. We just traded for him. And he was playing well! We made the trade and he was doing good shit! God damn it! Dude, third base has been a curse for us. What the fuck, man? Yo, what's going on third? In AAA, what happened? Who's back from the IL? I'm sure that's what happened. Somebody's back from the IL, I bet. Doesn't look like any starters came back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who came back. Given we're going to have we're gonna have him come. We're gonna have Cabrera be back in a bit. I'm not gonna move anybody up for now. We'll see what happens in the long run, but dude, Walker though, 400 in the past 10. This man hasn't just caught fire. He is literally the team now. Jordan Walker has become the face of the goddamn franchise. Here's what I'm gonna do. Auto fix roster. I don't know what we did. That auto fixed the roster. Anthony Hamby got called up to Double-A. Johnny got called up to Double-A. Deloach got called up to the Major League roster. Okay. Sure, I'm happy about that, but okay. And we did get swept by the Tigers. That's not what I want to see. Can we stop, guys? Thank you. We stopped the losing streak at only 4. Thank God. Yeah, but then we go back to losing. got hurt? Okay, Taylor just pulled a muscle. That's nothing crazy. Liam Hendricks got sent down to Class A. And Heasley got sent down to Double A. I'm taking it that a certain pitcher is back. Yep, Kai Bush is back. Woo! Barons are dominating. Knights, not so much. Yeah, they're under 500, which is a bit disappointing. Now, I do want to know, where do we sit in the wild card? We are currently a game and a half up in the wild card. So that's positive. Let's keep our eyes on that. That'll help. Dylan Coleman, man. That's another win. Jesus Luzardo. I'm sure no injuries. And we do not get the sweep, but we do beat the Royals in that series, and I'll take it. At this point, I will take series wins. Okay, Bryce Wilson has really caught a bit of fire here lately. It seems like he's at least leading wins. Zach Little. And Davis Martin. That'll make it Jake Eder. Oh, I wanted the brooms out, you bastards. It doesn't look like we're going to win the division. But I feel pretty good right now that we will make the wild card with the way things are going. There's always a chance things could change, but we're 2.5 games up on the Yankees with the top wild card spot. Yeah, I feel pretty good right now. Coleman gets another win. Bryce Wilson gets another win. And sadly, Little takes the L. We do not sweep the Mariners. Let's check on some of our players right now. Specifically, Sam Denny. He's 3-5 down at AAA, record-wise. He's given up 4 home runs, 25 earned runs in 66 innings, 68 hits in 68 innings, but 70 strikeouts. 3.41 ERA, 2.1 WAR. Win percentage, his whip has been nice. I'd like to see it under 1 though. I want to see that get under 1. Now, another guy we could be calling up for September call-ups. Darryl Jones. Okay, a 3.9 ERA. He's 6-9. I personally don't think any of them are going to see the call-up this year. I think we're going to let them finish the year at AAA, and we will call them up next year. Maybe even see them on the in the rotation to start the year. I think a lot of these guys are going to be where they are. Although, Denny and Jones do have options that can be used. We have not used a single one of their options. Or no, we've used one of their options, which was this year. No, never mind. They have not had the options used, have they? Nope. Wow. Okay. Never mind. I might bring up at least one of them then for September call-ups. Minoso's another guy I'm tempted to bring up for call-ups. He did blow us. He's gotten 1 save down at AAA, taking an L as well. All right. Okay, we at least won one game in there. Cade Horton gets the win. Who got hurt now? Okay, not a bad injury. Not a bad injury. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Cabrera should be back. We're actually going to have somebody playing third base that plays third base. We just got swept by Houston. How? Guys, we're falling. I was feeling really good, and now we're falling. I want to make the postseason, damn it. We're still 1.5 games up. We're so close. So close. Okay. We have to win, I think, at least... I mean, there are winnable games here. Washington's winnable. Hell, Royals are winnable. We've beaten them a good chunk. So I think we can still make it. We'll see. We lose to Cleveland. Get a win there. And we take an L there. Cleveland is topping us. And this is not a good sight to see. They're now 1.5 games ahead of us, and we're only half a game up. And we do drop one. Great. Max Medina got taken down to Class A. And Alex Ishii got banged up. That explains a lot. Arguably our best player, in my opinion. We did beat Atlanta. Ooh, -7 power against lefties. That's not a good sign, Torkelson. Come on. Gotta get that back up. Alright. So September call-ups. Owen White's a guy we could call up. Let's see. Where do I feel like the issues are is kind of the big question. Let me see the rotation. I mean, wholeheartedly, I don't think the rotation is much of an issue. Seven quality starts in his last 10, a 2.76 ERA. His last handful of starts, under 1 whip. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and bring up Drew Thorpe. He's had that experience at the majors. Bring him up. He's already had one of those used. He's already had, I believe, his option used this year. So I'm also going to bring up Owen White. So now with that, let's go ahead and bring some guys up when it comes to the minors. Let's see. So I want Hating to go up. Actually, this is the chance, I think, for Hagen. Hell. No, not with that whip. Where it is. That whip's got to come down. Yeah, never mind. He hasn't played well enough lately to get the call up. Who's been killing it lately? There we go. That's the best play from anybody right now. You're going to move to AAA. Along with... need a reliever to go up with him. Nope. Yeah, Shane Smith. There we go. Hit our moves. Yeah, just auto fix it for me. Why not? So, I think we called up. Check got called up. Jordan Sprinkle got called up to AAA. John Burke got sent down to AAA. Fletcher got called up to the Major League roster. Drew Thorpe got sent down. Poor Drew. I just called him up and then they brought him back down. Poor guy. Okay, so looking at the situation. We are right there for the wild card. We just have to keep winning. That's the case scenario. We need to win. Apparently, my front office is just like, nah. Let's go. Okay. I want to look at what's happening here. Okay, we only have 2 guys left on the injury report, and both should be back for the playoffs, which is very interesting. Auto-fix. Auto-fix. I know who exactly that was. That was Cabrera coming back. Deloach got sent down to AAA. And Jordan Leisure got DFA'd. Poor Jordan Leisure. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. So... okay, can we get the win here? We got the sweep. Get the brooms out, boys. It's the most important sweep so far this season. 76 and 68. Woo! I will not do that. Avisic, how dare you? You're trying to get me killed every time. And I'd rather not die yet. I may be dead on the inside, but I don't want to be on the outside yet. Okay, who got those wins? Who do we have to celebrate? Jonathan Cannon, Bryce Wilson, and Cam Boozer. Wow. He's had a rough season too, as Boozer. So, to keep in mind where that puts us, we are 2 games back of the Guardians, who currently sit on the top wildcard spot. We are 1.5 games up on the O's, who are fighting the Mariners and Yankees, essentially. Right now, it feels pretty good, but this is a big series right here. That does not bode well. We are now in the final wild card spot currently. And we are scared shitless. We have to fight for our life right now for the postseason. We beat Washington, which is huge. Bryce Wilson gets the win. Oh, AJ Francis only costs you $5 in box cheeses. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll just hide under the top. I'll just hide under the ring. We'll try and tope. Two big wins right there. Two big wins. Thank you, Zach Little, for coming through. Oh, that's a big loss. There's new items in the show shop. After that series, we sit above the Mariners, who sit a half game up on the O's. The wild card continues to move. Let's check in on some of our guys right now. We do have a hot streak going for Cannon and Torkelson, which is huge. Sam Denny's still on a hot streak down at AAA. Drew Thorpe doing well at AAA. Good to see that. The guys I want to check on, though, Jordan Walker is cold right now. This is not the time Jordan Walker needs to get cold. Luis Robert is cold right now. Kyle Schwarber, not cold, but Julks is cold. Nick Maton is cold right now. Cabrera, though, is back. And how has he done in the last couple games? Had a good outing against Baltimore there. He's just not consistent enough. How's our boy doing, though? He's upgraded a shit ton this season. And he's batted pretty well lately. 282, 317 on base. He's batting 275 this year. Alex Ishii, you will respect him. Torkelson's on fire right now. 378 in the last 10 games. Kyle Teal is on fire right now. And he's had a good little boost this season. He's batting 382 in the last 10. We traded away his mentor, and he got better. All right. Here we go. Jordan Leisure got claimed off waiver by the Cubs. Okay. So, I want you to take a guess with 3, 6, 9, 12 games left. Do we make the postseason? Here's actually, will we end above 500 and do we make the postseason? While you guys do that, I'm going to make a quick bet. Come on. There he is. Alright. Say we miss it by one game. Let's see. We got Minnesota twice. We got Philly. That Philly series is going to be rough. And then we got Toronto to end the year. We got a lot of good teams here to end the year. Not a single team with a losing record currently. So, we do lose there. We lose there. And we lose it. We get swept by the Twins. That is not the way we need to start this. We do win our first game against Philly. Cade Horton comes through. We lose the second. We lose the third. The Knights do not make the postseason, however, finishing just above 500. The Barons, though, have made the postseason. And we are currently 79 and 77. We sit 2 games back of the wild card. I do not believe we are going to make it. And that is an under 500 record. I will be fired. I'm gonna get fired now. Damn, man. We just ended poorly. We had a real good middle there, and we ended the year poorly. That's a good year, though, for this team. I did not expect that good of a year from this team. I think we're getting fired, though, because I did not do anything for my contract goals. Now, I made the team competitive, which they should feel ecstatic about that, in my opinion. But, yeah. So, we will see how the Barons do here. Let's just skip this one. They do win the Southern League Championship Series. Hot damn. Okay, there we go. The Barons have done what they needed to do. And here's your playoff card. So the only game that has not been decided yet is Seattle and Baltimore. I'm going to say Minnesota versus Atlanta, and Atlanta's going to take it. Okay. Seattle moves on, so the O's are already knocked out, Jaron. I'm sorry. (2-1) Boston on top, Seattle. 2-1 Minnesota on top, Toronto. Atlanta gets through Milwaukee 3-1. And it is 2-2 going to Game 5 for the Dodgers and Giants. Dodgers do take out the Giants 3-2 as Minnesota wins 3-2 over Toronto and 3-1 Boston took out Seattle. So it's the 1 and 2 seed on both sides. That's boring. Atlanta up 2-1, Minnesota up, tied 1-1. Minnesota up 3-2, and the Dodgers are up 3-2. Game 7 in the CS. As the ALCS goes to Game 7, Atlanta took Game 7. Dude, did I call it? Did I fucking call it? Come on, Minnesota. I called it! If the Braves win, I called the World Series. I said Minnesota, Atlanta, and Atlanta would take it. It's 2-0 Minnesota. It's 3-1 Minnesota. 3-2 Minnesota. 3-3, all tied up. Game 7 of the World Series. I called it. The Atlanta Braves have defeated the Minnesota Twins. I can't believe I called that. Holy hell, how did I call that one? So sadly, we did not make it to the postseason, as I thought we would. There were a lot of good There was a lot of good this year. I want to talk about, before we head to the postseason here. We'll do a little bit of the postseason today. Should say off season. Let's talk about the little bit of good here. Jesus Luzardo. He was solid. He wasn't great, but he was solid. He's exactly what I thought we were getting. He wasn't dominant by any means. And we didn't pay him to be that. We only paid him $20 million. He was just here to be the top guy. I think he's a solid rotational piece. So, if Sam Denny... How many games back were we? I want to say we were 3 games back in the end, probably. No. We were 6 games back because of that losing streak to Toronto. Yep. Luzardo was definitely a guy to build around. Luis Robert disappointed me from the get-go. He's probably a guy I don't look to bring back. I just... Like, you look at the numbers, the seasons we've been here, he never got over 224. You gotta hit better than that. Yeah, cool. 19 home runs, 18 or 16 home runs, and 27. Really good there, but... I mean, you never hit over 224, my guy. We added Spencer Torkelson this series, and it worked to do what I wanted it to do. So I was happy about it. Big thing, and the happiest thing we can be about is Sam Denny. I think Sam Denny's probably at the major league level at the start of the year. I don't think he's our ace, but I definitely think he's probably at the major league level. What's the poster for Money in the Bank? What is it? Here's another positive we can talk about. Kyle Teal. His first year in the majors. A good one, 259. How many homers he hit? 16 homers, 56 RBIs. That's a good first year. And then there's Jordan Walker, who I think we totally got our money's worth. $4 million this year, and this man played fantastic. 266, 18 home runs, 78 RBIs. If he can keep going that direction, we have a steal here and a face of the franchise. We traded for Brett Batty there at the end of the year, and sadly, didn't get much out of him, but that's okay. I think next year, you get more out of him, mainly because I believe, you have arbitration. I don't know if I bring you back. I don't know. It's a giant question there. Brooks Baldwin played really well, but he just does that. Caglione took a nice little step. I still don't think he's ready, which saddens me, but he took a nice little step. Darryl Jones played well this year. He developed very well. I don't know why Noah Schultz was at the major league level, but whatever. Yep, we had a couple of nice things. People want to include Cena, Rose, Punk, Fatu, Penta, Jay, Charlotte, Ray, Rhea, Gunther, Bianca, Seth, and Stratton. So a lot of the name value. It's the off season. Well, they want me back. I could go to the Royals to spite them. Or the Pirates. Or the Rangers now. They wanted me back. They wanted me back. They're like, we've seen the uptick. And we want you back. Alright. No crazy retirements for us. Liam Hendricks and Alex Medina are the only two, so... And this is interesting. Alex Medina calls it quits because of ability at 26. That's interesting. Well, you got to remember, Jaron, we went from a 50-some win team to a 80-some win team. I think we upped our win total by 20-some. So, I get why they brought me back. I get why they didn't automatically go extension. I didn't do my goals, but the arrow's on the uptick, and they were good enough with that. So, we didn't get fired. They just let my contract run out and said, we want you back. It's nice to be wanted. Chicago, the White Sox are the only team that ever seemed to want me. I'm not seeing any, like, surprising retirements for, like, any big reason. It's a lot of ability and age, which you kind of expect from a lot of guys. Nathan Eovaldi calls it quits. Kershaw. Kikuchi. Yep. Michael Turner called it quits. No! How could you, Michael? Did you run straight? So Kershaw and Freeman make the Hall of Fame. And once again, I love the fact that they have the teams that they're most represented with as the logos now, instead of just the team they retired with, essentially. Okay. Our staff is still all here. We've got 1 year on everyone. We will have to get a brand new staff. We will have to get a brand new staff next year. Full brand new staff. So, is there anyone I want to bring back? I don't think I'm bringing back Justin Anderson. Not his age. He was solid for us, but definitely saw the dip last season compared to the season prior. So, I'm not going Zach Little. And Luis Robert, how much do you want? You want about 14 mil? Well, 15 mil? No. I think I can get a player younger than you as good for the same price point. Yep. We're just going to sit. We are not even going to re-sign anybody. Last dance type year. Yep. Oh, God. I feel it slipping. No, let's get some of this. Hi. We're gonna move on ahead. Any big interesting things here? Contreras re-signs on a 6-year, $100 million deal. Hot damn. Cal Raleigh gets signed to a big deal. Jose Ramirez got his contract option executed, and so did Marte. Cool. Yep, let's keep moving. Okay, so free agency. I'm going to look at the free agents before we start worrying about, you know, arbitration, tenders, all that. And the 40-man. Because there are some guys here. I think Edgar Cuero might get up to the major league roster this year, given we don't have a backup. Holy shit, the guys we have to put on the 40-man right now. Okay. I'm legitimately terrified now. We don't have the space on the 40-man. Who's on the 40-man that I feel like I can part with?
What we do here is go back.
Yep. Remove you from the 40-man for now. Yep. Okay. I think that's good for now. Because we have a lot of guys that... Boozer's a guy I might just DFA anyways. Yeah, I'm just not going to bring you back to the team anyway, so it's not going to matter. So yeah, let me take care of selecting the 40-man guys. Because now Caglione needs to be on the 40-man if we want to keep him. Where's Cuero? Because I think he's going to be our backup catcher now. And then Hagen Smith now has to get put on the 40-man. And this is one of those other situations that's like, do I try and ship off Noah Schultz? We don't have a lot of lefties, and that's kind of the only reason I really would like to keep him around, but we have Sam Denny.
What we do here is go back.
Okay. Arbitration. Actually, free agency first. So your top free agents: Logan Gilbert, Pablo Lopez, Justin Steele, Shane McClanahan. Oh. I just want you to look at the price point. Because we can afford that. I mean, that's too much for a closer. Especially since we have a young closer I like. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna get aggressive for a player this year. Maybe? Luis Garcia is actually a really solid player here, too. 27? He had a down year. That explains why things are down. But we're good at second base. It's also another position I don't really need to look at. Joe Adell.
What we do here is go back.
Oh! Dude, it's Walker all over again. Joe Adele's literally just Walker all over again, except it's center. Okay, first I have to do other things. Well, I have to do one thing. I have to know. Let me actually, positional needs, team needs. I don't know if I'm bringing back Kyle Schwarber, so I do want the power bat. Pitchers are all returning, so I'm not really worried there. Or most are returning, so I'm not worried. Give me an on-base machine. Defense. Oh. Oh, positional needs also. Center field is a definite. Might as well look at catcher. And maybe a reliever. Oscar Hernandez, Bryson Stott is available.
Here is go back.
There he is. I just need to know, where is the interest here? Because if there's interest, then I have to think about it. Tavares is intriguing at center field as well. And like a switch hitter. Those averages though, the last 4 years. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, no, that worries me. Hey, Andrew Vaughn. He had a really good year in Toronto. For him. Only he could play other positions. Ooh, Lars Nootbaar too? A lot of guys that I would not expect to be available are available. And I don't get it. Yeah. Yep. I think we're going to try and make a tinier bit of a push this year. Given how competitive the division was this year, so offer Cam Denny. Drew's 27. Here's the case here, Drew. If I can get you 5 years, $1 million, I'll do it. Because that's cheaper than just giving you that 1 year deal. Beatty's another one of those that if I can get him on like a real cheap deal, I'll do it. I can get him cheaper if I offer the deal. Do it. Carol Jones. Minoso, who might be our closer this year. Noah Schultz. This is where a lot of our budget is going to go, is these young guys. So I'm very interested to see what the budget looks like.
What we do here is go back.
You know, once I've gotten through all this. Cuero. Owen White. Owen Coleman. We got to get Alex Ishii back. Morris. You're just a really good utility piece. Worth. Badgley was playing really, really well at the end of the year. For 29, Tracy, you get one more year, my guy. One more year. Cade Horton. Gordon Beck. He's currently on outright waivers. Can't do anything about that.
What we do here is go back.
I mean, the break and velocity are nice. How much is the renewable contract? 800, I'll do it. Sure, for 60. You can play all the fielding positions. For that, I'll keep you around. Now, I believe Schuster. No, he's 29. I thought he was 30. If he had been 30, I would have thought about it. How aggressive are we getting? I mean, it'll depend on interest as well. If guys are not interested, I'm not going to go after them, because that's just going to be a waste of my time. But if there's enough interest to, I feel like I can sit there and, you know, make a competitive argument, I'll go after them. He's on waivers. We don't have much at third base right now, so. Hamby.
What we do here is go
Sure,
back.
because you're not going to be worth anything. Oko. You did not take a leap I was hoping for, so no. McLean. Good boost. Eddie Park. I mean, hasn't really done much, so. Goosenberg's always playing well in the minors, so I'm going to bring him back. Just make the minor league team better. Same thing with Ryan Gillane. He's always playing well in the minors. Ashton McHugh. He did go up. He's not leaving single A for a while as Boston Lopez. Creed, you know, I like you, man. But, I might have to look elsewhere. Even though, no, you're cheap as shit, we're keeping Creed around. I'll keep anybody who's dirt cheap and still has, you know, a few years that they might be able to do something.
What we do here is go back.
And Rod Oliver. Okay, so these are all the guys that I've either already offered to, can't offer to because they're on waivers right now, or I'm not bringing back. Arbitration. Offer arbitration. Because you are a utility piece, can I get you for cheaper than 35? No, I can't. Okay, we're just going arbitration. Because there's no way you're winning your arbitration. You were hurt all year. What's your arbitration value? Oh, well. You'll probably win that, but... Davis Martin played better than I expected last year. However, I want to make room in the pitching rotation. He's 31. I'm going to let Davis Martin walk. I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah. $32, and he's just been getting better. That's very surprising.
What we do here is go
Okay, Nick Maton. I think I let Maton walk at this point because he's out of options. That's the arbitration offer. Okay. How much is it for Maton? Okay, it's cheap enough that I'll offer it. I'm not bringing back Cam Boozer. And I don't think I'm bringing back Miguel Vargas. He's out of options. He has not done much with us. Yeah. Okay. That is everybody. And it does open a spot for Brett Batty as well. Doing that. I could see someone take Steven Wilson, which I'm not going to complain if they do, but I could see someone take Steven Wilson. I don't see anybody taking Montgomery because I don't think he starts. And Bryce Matthews, I don't think he sticks on a roster either. So I'm not going to worry about the others. go ahead and move. Actually, I just thought about it. I hate that I can't change things now because I just thought about the fact that I don't think I need that reliever. Because we have our top reliever, I don't really need anybody else like that good under him or over him. So, yeah, I regret putting that on there. How much time we got left? We got 30 minutes left, so we'll see what happens here with free agency. Okay, by what? December 2nd is when my limit runs out. Got it. Okay. Royals claimed him, which I'm kind of fine with. Alright. Okay, so he accepted the contract. Now we're waiting on Brett Batty. Josh Young signed a massive deal avoiding arbitration. God damn. I wonder. Now, this is just curiosity here. Yeah, no. A flash sale live for 2 hours, guys. Holy shit. No. Oh my god, there's motivation. Remove from board.
What we do here is go back.
4 years, 16 mil a year. This is huge right here. As for Joe, I think we'll sit a bit and just see. He wants a lot more now. He wants a little more than he wanted initially. I don't think Batiste is going to be worth that much, though. Kwan's interesting, but he wants 19. I don't want to go that high. Suzuki's available. If Luis Garcia could play more spots, I'd be interested in him. Yep. Okay. One thing I want to do is change relief pitcher. Well, I still could use a relief pitcher, but it's like a more down the order relief pitcher. got on base. Give me... No. Yeah, Joe Adell's got power to him, so I want to keep that for that.
What we do here is go back,
All
back,
right.
back, back, back.
All free agents. Show me the relievers. Okay. Okay. This is big right now. This is big. Free agency begins soon. I want to see if... Okay, Batty still hasn't gotten his contract. Suzuki signed a big deal with the O's. That tells me Adley's going elsewhere. Justin Steele signs a 4-year deal with the Brewers.
What we do
No!
back, 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 back.
I wasn't going to go that high. I would not have gone to 18. I wouldn't have gone to 18. 16 was kind of my... I probably could have gone 16.5. I wasn't going to go to 18. Oh. Yeah, I get you. I get you. There went Johan Duran, who I would have maybe pivoted to. Isaac Paredes. Adley goes 4 years, 73.8. Logan Gilbert goes to the Dodgers. Why not? Why not? Oh. Lord, man. No, I'm not worried about that. Okay. So, well, the tenders are off, so Pablo Lopez and McClanahan would be interesting, but I'm not going to offer that much money right now. Also, we don't need a starter. I just wasn't going to go to 18 when we have other guys that I want to pay for. If I didn't want to fill that center fielder role with Joe Adell, I would have gone probably to 20. I would have spent more on just Adley. Because keep in mind, I only went after him because to me he was the best prospect up there. We don't need a catcher. We don't. I only put it there to try and help our motivation. Like, now I can take that off. Okay. If I could get like a utility infielder, I'd be happy. Actually, no, I think we'll have enough fielders that we'll be fine there. I'm going to look for a utility fielder at second. Also, is there like... I'm not the biggest Michael Kopech guy, but I would not mind. Actually, no, never mind. I would mind if I can get a much nicer statistical setup here. For cheaper, or for the same price, really. Because I thought maybe going Kopech. Are there any young relievers I can snag for maybe the minors? Let's see. D potential, but 21 years old. And D 18-year-old. I want to see if there's like a 20-some-year-old with C potential. Yeah. Damn. Alright, well. Let me go back up here. Where was he? Oh, Jose Kiata. Hey. Let me go Castro. I can go cheap with him. Actually, I don't want to look at you right now. We have other options here. You can't play any other positions though, Ozzy, and that's my issue with you. I want a utility baseman. Actually, yes. I don't want to go any more than like a 2-year deal. But as a backup second baseman and a guy that I know has speed and can field, he can play center field quite well and can be a base stealer. So I'm down with that. I'm probably going to offer more a 1-year and not a 2-year deal, but... just, you know, down a little bit. For Joe. I don't like a 5-year deal, my guy. Can we go 3? He really does not want to go down on the years. Fuck it. He's young enough that I can trade him if need be. The end of this contract. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll get Joe Adele, mainly because I don't think anybody else is offering that deal to him. Now, the rest of our signings are going to be cheaper, more than likely, because there's not really a big money guy that I want to go after. I want to make sure we have a good closer at the major league level and a center fielder. Those were the 2 spots I really badly wanted to clear up. And then Adley was the, you know, big money signing I was going to make, but it wasn't a necessity. Oh, okay. Batty accepted the contract, which is nice. Delouche. Yep. Boom. Okay, good. I'm not bringing you 2 back. Not bringing Davis Martin back. He can go seek free agency. Boozer and Vargas are gone. He's not a bad pitcher. It's just I got to make room anyways for the younger guys coming up. Hey, Joe Adell's a White Sox. Was there some favoritism in that signing? Maybe a little bit, but we also need a center fielder, and he's young, just like Jordan Walker. Now I will say we're going to start looking to see if I can find some more like Jordan Walker type signings as well. Those cheaper young guys that maybe we can build them back up. Well, Mateo be down to be here. That's nice. I am surprised that Mackenzie Gore is still on the market. Oh, that's why. You look at the numbers and you're very disappointed what you see the last 2 years. That's why. Okay. Wow, Teoscar Hernandez is still in the market too. Damn. I would have contemplated going him, but 20 mil, no. That's probably why he's still in the market. Dear Lord, some of you guys need to learn to play other positions. You'd be off the market quicker. You want 19 mil? God damn. No. I got interested because I'm like, well, hey, Tanner Hoke's a decent enough pitcher maybe to bring him for a bit, but no. Could also try and bring in Tyler O'Neill. I do want to check one thing. Uh-huh. That's what I figured. Okay. So, a guy like Tyler O'Neill actually wouldn't be bad. Because that would allow Schwarber to DH. And I can just live with him DHing. What kind of contract do you want is the question. Two years, 15. I'm not willing to do that. Not with where our money is right now. Why is Jeremy Pena available? Oh, because he can't play any other position, that's why. Okay, never mind, I figured it out. Ooh, Jonah Heim. Maybe. New bar one's 14. Why are you guys asking for so much money? Yeah, I think I'm kind of stuck in that weird spot where it's like, we have money to play with, but I don't want to risk too much of it not knowing how much we actually have with everything else. They say I've got 57 million, but that's before I believe they take into account I don't know if they're taking it. Okay, no, they do have arbitrations. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. So we do have 57 million left. 57 million left.
What we do here is go back.
A guy like Tyler O'Neill would be kind of a one-year thing. So I'll see what the intrigue is, what the interest is around with him. And then I'm going to see if there's any young guys here that I can try and snatch up, possibly. Year-old catcher. See potential. If I see a young enough guy with see potential, I'm gonna go with that player. Because at least there's something there potential-wise. And then we'll go looking for, more Jordan Walkers.
What we do here is go back.
Come on, show me a surprise guy that hit free agency outside of Joe Adell. I will say I think Joe Adell hit free agency more so because he wanted too much money. More so than, you know, they just were like, nah, we don't want him. Dude wanted $15 million a year, and that's a lot of money. I paid it, but we're also desperate at center field right now. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find any real hot shots that slip through the cracks for the minor leagues. Outside of maybe that catcher. Alright. Excuse me? Why?
What we do here is go back.
Why is he available? I need answers. He's 27. He's just been seeing positives. Like, given his last couple years, not great in Cleveland, but like the fielding's good. The speed's not great, which is kind of shit at shortstop. He can play fucking second for us. He can play third for us. Bro, what's happening? Why am I finding so many young players? I mean, those are decent stats. Okay. I think we found a handful of Jordan Walker guys. I think that's the best way to talk about them. I might just go with some of these young guys over a Tyler O'Neill, even though I would like Tyler O'Neill just because he fits what I think we're missing. There's a lot of depth guys here that I can snag. I'm going to go after those young fielders too. That's about 26 mil right there between the two, or between the three of those guys. I think actually I'm going to pull you off the board. And we are going to just go to the fielders that I found and start looking at those young fielders. I want to start with the guy that was with Victor Scott's here. Dude, am I just going to steal all the young talent from the Cardinals? He really isn't as set up as some of the other guys are. This dude is set up. And give me the left fielder first. He went undrafted. Yeah. Alright. Lock in. And that right there is where we are going to stop for today. I can say this much. I wasn't ready to find more guys just sitting in there that were 25, 26, you know, young enough that I can feel like I can grab these guys and still develop them. I wasn't ready for that. We did add another closer in Bruce Dog Gratterall, which I think upgrades our game at closer a shit ton. With a guy like Gratterall, I might have to go find some young closers just to add to the bullpen for the minor leagues. I don't think we're going for a catcher as much as I want to. I don't think we're going to snag one, sadly. I may look for like a veteran guy to come in here and just play with Teal. But we are going to be stockpiled with kind of those utility pieces. Now, we are going to have a lot of those guys. Actually, think about maybe I don't need Tyler O'Neill. We kind of have our Tyler O'Neill piece here. But I'd like to give him more time in the minors. Joe Adell will hopefully be that source of power in the lineup now. I can only hope that plate vision does have to go up. He's got years still to hopefully go up. Can only hope. Worst comes to worst, we move to Dominic Fletcher, I guess. This year's going to be interesting. We definitely took a step, and I think our pitching helped. Hopefully the pitching continues to go up, and hopefully these signings help a bit of that hitting game. With that, though, Jaren, Adisic, Dusk, V-Dub, appreciate you guys for popping in, watching the stream. If you are watching after the fact, or just chilling in the chat the entire time, I appreciate you. Remember, tomorrow we will be back here on both Twitch and the main YouTube channel for the DVT off season. The video will be going up here in about an hour, so be ready for that. And with that, appreciate you guys. I will see you next time.